Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is DFree, and for today's video, we're doing a Gacha summon. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content, as well as click on the notification bell so you don't miss anything we upload here on the channel. YuGiOh Cross Duel, if you're subscribed, is not the only game I play. It's not going to be the only thing I play on the channel ever, but what I do hope to accomplish is put out 3 to 4 videos a week for you guys. So that could range from just gameplay or interesting decks I'm trying, or just guides or information videos, maybe even summons from time to time. So if you're interested, stick around for some more content going forward. So right now, we got this banner that came out after maintenance. So the game does have 2 different currencies. Now, that obviously is not free-to-play friendly because you're never going to get these currencies as a free player. I'm just going to tell you, any game that has these separate currencies, it's deliberate, obviously. You will never get these what are they, gems, crystals, whichever of the 2. These are crystals. You're never getting these crystals, okay, without spending money. So it is what it is. And there are a couple of other banners that are no longer here for me because I think I did them and maybe they expired, maybe both. Either way, you're never getting these. Now, that's important, but what I want to tell you is your gems. As you see, I've got like 4,000 gems. That's good for, you know, like 30 draws, 35, whatever. What I recommend doing with your gems is saving your gems, okay? Save your gems, not for a banner like this, but during the soft launch where the game was only available in like Canada and a couple other places I've been playing for a couple of months now. They had a banner that was like a Neos and Gaia type banner, and I believe the rates were centered around those types of characters, which my point is, you're going to want to treat this game like you would any other gacha game if you're familiar with gacha games, and you're going to want to summon for monsters that specifically tie into the decks you're trying to build. You know, there's a lot of fuss and discussion about which ace monsters are the best, and I even have a video going over that. I think I'll have to do a part 2 to really elaborate more, but you see all the ace monsters flashing on the side of the screen, or all the URs, because Zodia's not really a starter ace anyway. But the thing is, they're powerful in their own right. They're all really, really good, and it's hard to discern what truly is the best. And a lot of that comes down to duplicates. So you're going to want to, whenever you get the opportunity, really hyper focus on 1, 2, or 3 decks at best. And really the reason why you have to do that is because you really want a raid deck as well. Some of the decks can function for both modes. You just see the different skills. It just, you know, different monsters are better in raids than others is kind of what it comes down to. But I digress. You're going to want to save for those banners that are like, for example, they had a Neos one. That was, I think, the only one of those that they had during the soft launch when it was available in Canada and whatnot. It was Neos and Gaia, and you could pull on that banner and get an increased chance to get duplicates for that character. Eventually, there's going to be like a Blue Eyes one, and then there's going to be 7 Roads and his Inventor monsters. So you want to just save for those types of decks. And like I was saying, the duplicates are really important, but only really, honestly, for the UR Ace monster, okay? The other monsters, their dupes are irrelevant because it doesn't really do much for you in PvP anyway. It does outside of, like in PvE content, but who cares? Raids, who cares? It helps everybody, you know? But in PvP, the only one that really needs dupes and can't even have dupes equipped is your ace monster, which in most cases is going to be a UR unless you're running Z-Metal Tank. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a pull. And just to say this, like I said, there's a lot of talk about the best ace monster. I want to just kind of spotlight one because this applies to basically all of them except for Blue Eyes to this heavy a degree. But Red Dragon Archfiend is really good, very powerful, very good stat spread, very good in this game. At the end of the turn, he destroys every monster in defense mode. But one glaring weakness for him is if you put him in defense mode with block attack, for example, well, guess what? He's going to destroy himself. Wow, did I really miss? Okay, so the roulette little thing there that you see, it doesn't matter, okay? These cards, whatever I'm getting here was already in my box before I did the little slider thing. You can't manipulate it, okay? Just so you know, the second you press draw, it takes your currency and gives you what you're gonna get. It doesn't matter. There was nothing I could have done in that little spinning wheel thing to manipulate it and get a UR. That's not how these games work. But yeah, if you put him in defense mode with block attack, he'll destroy himself. However, oh, Blackluster is not bad. That's a really good SR. I'm really happy about that, actually. I needed Blackluster. And he's the most powerful SR in the game, I believe, in terms of stat spread. Wow, 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 wow. I'm really excited about this. But SRs, man, it doesn't really matter in PvP, though. But I would like to get a dupe of him for PvE. Anyways, So the thing is, what I was trying to say is they have immunity effects. So Red Dragon with an extra dupe in him can have his regular skill to destroy stuff in defense mode, and then he can't pop himself if you give him the extra skill that allows for him to avoid destruction effects. You see what I'm saying? So like monsters need multiple slots, and that only really applies to your ace in PvP, like I'm trying to say. And thank God it's only the ace, because this game would be extremely pay to win. Extremely pay to win if I had applied to all your monsters in PvP, where they could all have multiple slots up to, you know, a 3+ or whatever. It would be crazy. It would be really crazy. So yeah, the monsters have other stuff that's, you know, very useful for their kits. Okay, so the thing about this one was it had a 50% chance to get a UR and a guaranteed chance to get an SR. So let's go ahead and return. I'm happy about Blackluster. He's one of the recommended monsters for a Blue Eyes deck. I don't really pay too much attention to what they recommend, though, to be honest. But what I want to show you is Blackluster skills, personally. So like I said, this right here, all monsters are going to have this, right? Immunity to reduction of attack and defense is very powerful, especially on monsters like this. But maybe that's not the one you want to use. Maybe you want to use one of these supplementing skills where at the end of it, he gets that as well. But here's a look at his special skill. All right, when summoned, gains the following skills depending on the number of summon material used. 1 is an attack buff, and 2 is attack supplement, and 3 is seal, okay? So you get all of these effects in one. That's extremely powerful. Every time he battles, he gets 200. Attack supplement is at the end of the battle phase, like I was saying a second ago, gain 400 attack. Really powerful to sustain. And seal here applies negation to all skills in the opponent monster. So what happens here, the reason why he's powerful is because, for one, the stat spread is crazy. 3,000 attack is really powerful in this game. Because the life point cap is 4,000. He's and all the other monsters, you know, 3,000 is just a really good number, very strong, especially because the attack and defense are basically like these monsters' the own HP pools, if you will. And then that number goes lower and lower. So having that second skill, the supplement, means that he can get 400 back every time. And then at the start of the battle, he'll always gain another 200 here. So you want to summon him with 3 material, obviously. And seal means he would remove like the effects that can be pesky, like detonate, which would reduce his attack and defense, which if you have this on, he would be immune to that. But, you know, what other skills would activate? You know, it just depends what happened. Like Wing Karibo does what? Phantom? Stuff like that, where you can get immobilized and stuff, would be really annoying to deal with. I would prefer if this was immunity to destruction effect. But I'm telling you right now, if this is immunity to destruction effect, and he was set as an ace monster, because again, you need the ace slot for more than one of these to be active in PvP. But if he was set in an ace slot with 2 dupes, so 3 slots out of the 5, you give him immunity to attack, or excuse me, immunity to destruction right here. Give him this with the 3 skills built into it. And then you could even give him something like Crusher here, which does extra burn damage. But I would probably just give him another attack supplement, to be honest. This guy would be insane. He would be, you're not getting him off the board. And then you keep the shield and sword in your deck, and then maybe even the Toad what, Performapal or whatever he's called, just so you can flip the attack and defense stat if you need to. This guy's not getting off the board. So you see like how powerful some of these skills can be, man. And some of that is also why some of these UR monsters are really powerful, because they just can do some of those things and stack up crazy. Blue Eyes has immunity to... Blue Eyes has a lot of the same kind of skills, I guess, with Crusher and this. They function very similarly. It's probably why he's recommended. But I would love for Blue Eyes to have like immunity to destruction or something like that. Would be very powerful. But what I typically do on my Blue Eyes is I just use the attack supplement just to get him back. And I basically, the stuff I was saying with Blackluster, I pretty much do with Blue Eyes as well. And that's the way I use him. You could go like Master and then double Crusher and then go from there. Just have him just consistently destroy stuff. But you want to keep that attack stat as high as possible. So getting that attack back is very strong and very valuable. And that's pretty much everything. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap there. I definitely enjoy, you know, producing content for this game. So if you enjoy the videos, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. But I want to say one last thing. It was the case and still is the case that the best deck in the game is the Z-Metal Tank deck. For a lot of the same reasons I mentioned, with the way that the slots and skills and all that work in this game. And Z Metal Tank has, I mean, he's not the only monster with that spread, but he's definitely the most free to play option. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.